I do realize that if there was a cup called accountability and there was a liquid called self reflection, I think a lot of people will probably die from thirst.
And then when it goes back to the whole having the kids thing with the reproductive stuff, the brother Jeff St. James, Ask a Brother, he spoke on this before about how men don't have reproductive rights and this whole feminist movement, and they want to have things equal, but then a man has no say in what goes on with a child and a pregnancy. If a woman is pregnant, and let's say a man wants to, let's say they made a mistake and they weren't, they did things already irresponsibly. They were talking to each other for a short while, and then the woman gets pregnant. The man could beg the woman not to have the child, and then he has no say. Or when the baby gets here, the man can say, you know what, I want us to put the baby up for adoption. I'm not ready to father this child with you. And then the man has no say. She'll go to the courts. She'll put him on child support, and now he's forced to do that. And then if he doesn't want to be involved or engaged enough, he's a deadbeat. But the woman has all of the rights. She can have the child. And then if she's not ready, she can say, I'm going to give it up for adoption, or I'm going to give it to the father and let the father raise it. And then she gets praised for it because she did the right thing because she wasn't ready. But a man who isn't ready has no say. And then he's forced to be a deadbeat, can't take care of the child. And now he's frowned upon. So the responsible thing to do is to have planned pregnancies, know who you're dealing with, know who you're sleeping with, plan that out, because there's so many contraceptives, there's so many different ways to prevent
need to work on
this. Prevention is better than cure. Prevent that whole situation from happening. That's the true hero. So that you can have a situation where it's a mother and a father raising a child. It's planned. You got more finances. You got more stable household, stable income. Things are planned to provide for that child in that situation.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, please, and interrupt it, and then we go to the super chat. Actually, if Jeff wants to intervene, I'll give him 2 minutes.
Yeah, Jazz was speaking, so I'll let her.
Go ahead, Jazz, and then doctor, and then super chats, and the person that leaves pays me $500. Is it fine? Go ahead, Jazz, you got it.
Yeah. So just to piggyback off that, like that, I say that all the time. Like, it's up to both people that are laying down to be responsible with what they want to do with their womb and what they want to do with their seed. You can avoid this child support. You can avoid having to have these hard conversations if you walk into a situation, both parties being equally responsible. As far as like Lizzo goes, I just wanted to point out the fact that yes, she was actually very bold and big, and there was a lot of support, but she also got a lot of hate. There was a lot of bullying that she got, which is why, in conjunction with her being at an unhealthy weight, she worked so hard to lose the weight. Then when she lost the weight, y'all still got some negative to say about her. You know what I'm saying? So for certain people, you can't win for losing. But I don't think we can sit here and say that we supported her at an unhealthy weight. I think it was just the matter of her. It was like a self-love aspect. I feel like her movement was all about self-love at any facet of your life. And that's probably why she got a lot of support, but she did lose the weight. She did appease the people that said you need to lose weight. So to say that women weren't holding her accountable, they were. And then she lost the weight.
So, yes, I hate fat people. Thank you very much, Doctor Jeff. Thank you very much. Go ahead and I can say that, Jeff, because I'm fat. I'm the president of the Fat Association. So
no problem.
Go ahead, Jeff, and then we go to super chats.
Yeah. Now I'm just observing and listening to everybody to see where everybody's mindset is. I do realize that if there was a cup called accountability and there was a liquid called self-reflection, I think a lot of people will probably die from thirst. The reality is I think that when you're trying to engage with individuals that's very locked into a particular position, let's say in this scenario, people that are more gynocentric or fem-centric, it's very, very difficult to speak about issues pertaining to men because they'll functionally always look at it from a female lens and always see whether or not it's to the benefit of women or not. They'll equate bashing with constructive criticism. They'll see giving up children as honorable. They'll celebrate divorce parties. And when you get with individuals like that in the midst of conversations, it's usually more important to either talk around them or talk to the audience. So, my challenge is actually for those who are tempted to be this, don't be this. I use the acronym loners, and this applies to men and women. These are typically loud and obnoxious, narcissistic, entitled, rude, and or ratchet people. If they get like that, you don't really entertain it. You don't go back and forth with them. If they're loud, obnoxious, narcissistic, entitled, rude, and or ratchet, let them be. And you talk to the audience. So, you know, if Ali made some great points, and I believe he did, that showed the double standard that exists in terms of paternity tests, in terms of reproductive rights, in terms of how we view responsibility when it comes to bringing children into this life. If they can't acknowledge that exists, then don't continue going back and forth with them. Let the audience make the decision. And men and women that acknowledge, oh, you know what? Some things are uniquely an issue for women, and there's some unique challenges for men. And there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that. That's it. It doesn't always require back and forth. And I hope that the listeners have observed everything that was said the last 20 minutes and they make a really good informed decision.